Hey Cookie Crew, welcome to my channel. I'm back again with another video. Welcome. How you doing? All right. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Welcome. I really appreciate you subscribing to the Grown and Sexy Club. All right. Shout out to all my fathers out there, all the guys. Happy Father's Day. Hope you guys had a really good Father's Day. Hope you guys enjoyed your Father's Day weekend and hope that you watched the last episode on Selfish Moms. And ladies, I hope that you guys took what I said and, this Father's Day was great between you and your baby's fathers or your kids' fathers or your partner, and you guys completely enjoyed it. Okay, so happy Father's Day to everybody. All the men out there. All right, guys, listen, before we start this episode, I want to keep this episode nice and fun. Okay, so I figured, let's just continue on with, the whole fathers talk and things like that. So today, on today's episode, okay, I wanted to just give some tips, okay, to ladies who are possibly thinking about dating a single dad, okay? Or ladies who are in a relationship with a single father. Because I feel like all the time we always hear about women and the issues we have with if you're, single moms and the issues we have with dating and things like that. People don't really talk about the issues guys have, because there are some, shout out to all the single fathers out there who are responsible for their children 24/7 and giving up their, doing everything for them. They're the real MVPs, because as a woman, it's hard raising kids and being a stay-at-home mom or being a single mother, doing everything. And somehow for us women, we are built to kind of do this. I believe we are built to do this. That's why, it's so amazing what we can do as women and mothers. But I don't believe men are built to be able to do that, do the things that we can do, multitask as we can with kids, with a job, with this, with that. And I just don't think it's what guys, I don't think they're just built for that. So when you see a guy with full custody of their child, full responsibility, just like the woman, can you imagine how amazing that type of a man is? So I just wanted to shed light and, maybe kind of help the sisters out a little bit and just, if you're in a relationship, I want it to work. So I'm all about that. Single fathers need love too, guys. Single parents need love too. So I'm here for it. I've been a single parent, and yeah, we do need some love. All right, so let's get into it. Before we get into it though, please subscribe down below and try and watch the videos till the end. I do know I talk a lot, but please try and watch it till the end, because you might miss something. All right, let's get right into it, okay? All right. So I was on Google trying to find, tips on how to cope with dating a single dad, because I'm sure, as a woman, if you're a single mom, everyone knows the hassle with dating a single mom. Guys always talk about that all the time. And I was just kind of asking myself, when it comes to single dads, how do they cope? Is it easy for them to date women, find women? What type of women do they prefer? Do they prefer single mothers, or do they prefer, younger girls who have no responsibilities in that way? What's the mental? Because I know as a single, if my single mothers that I know, I know dating is really hard, and finding the right guy is really, really hard at times. And a lot of things are taken into consideration, especially for women. If he's good enough, if he's if the kids will like him, if you know what I'm saying, just a whole lot of stuff. And so I wondered, with single fathers, do they have the same issues or do they think the same? So if you're a single father and you're watching this, comment down below and let me know um, the struggles that you've faced, that you've come across trying to date as well as be a full-time parent. Let me know, comment down below, because I'm interested in knowing how guys feel. I feel like not a lot of people speak on guys' issues, and it's always, we always talk about beating guys down all the time. The only time that a majority of the times that guys are spoken about is us women moaning and bitching about you guys and stuff. So I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that this next 2 episodes. I want to dedicate some goodness to you guys, okay? Because I love y'all. Shout out to my cookie crew, Mel. I love you guys so much because you guys support me and you guys always leaving me feedbacks. And it's so funny. I thought that a lot of the women would, would I don't know, be subscribe a lot more and be into the cookie effect, but it looks like the guys are really into the cookie effect. So thank you guys. Keep it coming. I love it. All right, so let's get into it. I'm just mucking about. Let's get into it. Okay, so I found on Google this website. I think it's called Zoosk.com, and they were talking about tips for dating a single dad, okay? Tips for dating a single dad. So if you're a girl and you just met a guy and he is a single dad and he has, his kids 24/7 and you're considering dating him, girl, go for it. If he's a good guy, if he's a good dad, then definitely you should not be put off because he's a parent, you might be missing out on a really great guy, a well-rounded guy, because let me tell you, to take care of kids, you need to be emotionally, mentally, and physically all put together, and so, if this is a guy raising kids and you see that he's, observe him, see how he is with his kids, see what he speaks about. Does he talk highly of his kids? Is he, is he a focused parent, or is he one of those dads that just gives the grandma the kids and he don't really, he's not really there, So yeah, it's worth dating a single parent, okay? So don't stray away from single parents. They need love too. All right. So shout out to all the single parents. All right. So ladies, if you're thinking, should I date this guy? He's a single parent. Now here are some tips that you should be aware of. Think about whilst you guys are in the process of dating. Okay. Number one, be supportive. You have to be supportive of a single parent because their job is hard. It's difficult. It's really, really difficult to date a single parent because number one, you already know the number one priority is not going to be you. The number one priority is definitely not going to be you, sweetheart. It's going to be their children. And so it should. So it should. So it's going to be their kids. So you as a woman have to have that in the back of your head and be understanding of that and support that, okay? Don't be that whiny, annoying girl who is just gonna be like, oh, we gotta do this with the kids again. Oh, we can't go out because your kids sick. Oh, spend time with me. But babe, I have to, I have the kids. Like, he can't go to sleep. He has nightmares. I need to go sleep in. Like, no. If you're a girl like that, you cannot date a single parent. You cannot. You need to be supportive. If he says we cannot hang out, we can't go out today, we have to stay in because I don't have a babysitter, you have to be supportive and say, you know what? That's fine. Maybe I could come to your house or we could do a rain check. Don't make him feel worse. Don't make them feel bad. Don't bug them to the point where you force them to make a stupid decision in terms of their kids just to please you. You're not good enough. No, it takes a very special individual to date a single parent. It really, really does. It really does. It's not for everyone. Seriously. If you're trying to date me, you will have to be completely comfortable in yourself. Because my kids come first over everything, over myself, over everything on this planet. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care anything. You're going to be second. But I'm going to love you really good for being second. But you have to understand that they come first. And you have to be supportive of that, not negative. Number 2, don't try to be the new mom, okay? Oh my goodness, this is so important. Listen, if you're thinking of dating a single parent, a single man, a single woman, and especially ones that are very passionate and very into their kids, know your place, boo. Know your place. Just know your place, all right? Because at the end of the day, the kids will get to know you in their own terms. You cannot force or just impose yourself in their lives. You cannot do that. No, that's a no-no. You cannot just, oh, mom's dating this guy or dad's dating this woman, then all of a sudden she's like getting too comfortable with us. No. that's just a breakup waiting to happen, because the kids are going to turn on you. Okay? So if you're new to the relationship and you're dating a single parent, you have to follow their lead. You cannot just come and feel entitled to their children. It could take years for her or him to be comfortable enough to allow you certain rights with the kids, whether it be discipline, whether it be, taking them on your own, or it's going to take time, and you have to be patient. You can't force it. You cannot force it. So you have to understand that you're not coming in to play mom. You coming in to be his partner and a loving friend to the kids, until it grows and it will fall into place. Don't force your kids to get attached to your dates. That's too much pressure on the kids and the date. So if you're a single parent, be mindful of that. I know some guys, especially, you're a single parent, you meet a girl and it's been years since you dated, maybe, because it's hard. And then you're so into it and you so want it to be so good that you force the relationship between the woman and the kids. And that sometimes causes a huge problem down the line, because you might put her off. She might not even be ready or equipped for that type of responsibility that you're putting on her. Oh, watch my kids. We've just dated for a month. Watch my kids. Take them out. Call her mom. Like, that's a no-no. You can't do that. That's wrong. Don't do that. So just know your place, women and men. If you come into a woman's life and she's a single parent, respect that as a man. Because I know you guys get all jealous, get in your feelings. No. If you're not a strong man mentally, emotionally, physically, don't talk to no single mom. Don't be coming to try to talk to us. Don't talk to us. Don't do it. Because guess what? You're going to feel insecure because things are probably not going to look how you want it to look. You're going to have to play your position for a while. And you have to be okay with that. Okay, that causes a whole load of problems. A lot of guys feel out of place. They feel like, oh, why am I here? You don't give me rights to do anything, discipline the kids or do this or do that. I don't feel like I'm respected. It has nothing to do with respect, boo. Sit down. It just means I will get there in my own time. You just keep loving us and just, one thing I'm not going to do is let my kids disrespect you. Absolutely never going to do that. Don't let your kids disrespect your partner. Absolutely not. That's not cool. But you're not going to rush me being comfortable with you having certain rights over my kids. That's it. Next thing, know that the ex is likely still involved in his life. Know that the ex is likely still involved in his life. That is most definitely 1000% true. You cannot think that you want to date a single dad unless his ex has passed or no longer living or is a crackhead or something, on drugs or something, and generally don't care about their kids. Then okay, you're cool. But if it's a regular breakup and whatever, know that the ex might still be involved, and you'd be dumb to think that you're coming into this person's life and you don't have to deal with the ex. Just hope it's not a crazy baby mom or crazy baby father, but you have to know that that's to come. And don't let that put you off either. Don't let that put you off, because as long as you stay in your lane, everything, and show respect to the kids, show respect to the baby's mother, there shouldn't be a problem. Unless the baby mother was crazy. And if the baby mother is crazy, then you don't need to be involved in all of that mess. You don't need to date that guy. If he has a crazy baby mom, leave him alone. If she has a crazy baby daddy, leave him alone. Leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone. Because at the end of the day, if that's a mess, what do you think your relationship is going to be like? Seriously, people don't think about that stuff. If you're dating him and he has a crazy baby mom, or she has a crazy baby dad that's just still controlling her life, still controlling his life, they're arguing. No, just say no. No, I can't do it. A woman or a man who's a single parent needs to have their shit together before they even think of dating. You need to have some organization structure in your life before you even think of bringing somebody else in it. You need to make sure you and baby father are in a good place. Everything is good. It's called respect. And then you need to make sure, or she needs to make sure, that her and her baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs to be in a good space before you think of doing, because trust me, you don't want none of that problem. And so if you're a woman trying to date a single parent, you have to be okay with knowing there's another woman or another man that's going to play a major role in your partner's life. And ask yourself, are you going to be okay with that? And I don't see why you shouldn't be okay with that if everything is cool. It should be fine. Don't be scared of dating single parents, because most likely all you guys watching this right now, your mothers, your fathers were probably single parents. And think back when you were young and you see your mother lonely, nobody taking her out on a date, nobody to love on her, and you see your dad lonely, he's just with y'all. Like, it's sad for a kid. Kids want to see their parents happy and involved. So let's not be put off by dating single parents, because they're not poison. They're not like disgusting. In fact, some of the most beautiful people are single parents. Yeah. Some of the most beautiful women and men are single parents because they've been through stuff. I'm talking about the good ones, though. They raise good kids and take it seriously. They're all right. They're all right. Don't let it put you off. All right, next one. Let's move on. Realize that there is gonna be more than one dad or one mom. Okay? So just know that, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a woman dating a single father and the kids are still involved with their mother, just know that, yeah, the kids may relate to you as mom or relate to you as dad, but they also relate to their other parent as mom and relate to their biological parent as dad. And so, it's kind of like you have to just respect your position. You have to accept that. You can't be acting entitled. Oh, because I live with the kid, then I get no, boo, that's the biological mom. She comes first or he comes first in a way, as long as there's respect, especially if both people are good people. If are good parents. You just both have to do whatever it takes, and people in your lives have to respect that. Simple. So just know it's going to be two dads, two moms, two this, two that. It's called a blended family for a reason. If there weren't twos of everything, it wouldn't be called a blended family. Okay? Blended. So yeah, okay. So the next one is this important. Do not pressure a single dad or a single mom to commit. That's one of the hardest things, because pressuring them to commit is a little bit unfair, because they have a lot to deal with. They have a lot to think about. If the kids are not, they have to think about the kids. They have to think about how it's going to look, how the dynamics, if they're going to be able to give you that commitment level. And like I said, if the kids come first in their world, you're going to have to, you can't force, or you can't do that, because it's unfair. If you force a person who's not ready to commit, or who doesn't have the time to commit, not because they don't want to, just because life and time won't permit, then when they do get with you, they're not going to give you that 100% commitment that you need. But you knew that when you were forcing them and they were telling you they couldn't do it. They just, it's hard. It's going to take time. There's a lot of patience that needs to be implemented if you want to date a single parent. And don't let it put you off or make you think they're not worth it. They are worth it. It just means that you just have to be very sure about wanting to be with this person, because it's not just them. It's them and their kids. You know what I mean? They come as a package deal. So it's gonna take time. And I think in this day and age where everyone's rushing to get in a relationship, everyone's rushing to get married, everyone's rushing to do this, and everyone's rushing to do that, I think, it's not a bad idea to kind of take your time and go with the flow. Because, like, imagine if you're both single parents, then, you can't force each other to commit, because you got to think about your child. He's got to think about his children, and got to think about if they get along. It's a lot of things to think about. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't pressure a single parent to commit. Just go with the flow. Be patient. Be supportive. Be encouraging. But also, don't let them walk all over you. Don't let them use you. Don't let them make you use you as a new mom or a new dad to take care of their kids. You didn't come in the relationship to be a parent to the kids. You came in firstly to be in a relationship with them, okay? And if you end up falling in love with their kids and loving them genuinely, then that's perfect. But don't force anything, okay? Don't force anything. But don't let anybody walk all over you or use you. You're not there for that, okay? And don't let the kids disrespect you. You're not there for that either, okay? Everybody has to be respected in a situation like this, all right? So, give the space that is needed. A single parent will always I mean, you can't call it when your child falls. I could make plans with you. I could be looking forward to these plans all freaking week. And then on the day, an hour before I step through the door, my child is sick. They're throwing up. Your babysitter cancels. When it comes to being a parent, there are a lot of things that happen that are not part of a plan. But you just gotta get with it. You just gotta dust it off, get up, fix it, and move on. So imagine dating someone like that. You're going to have to be very understanding. You're going to have to give them a lot of space because it's a lot to deal with. And that's why I always say, if a person is trying to date a single parent, you must really, really love them or like them to date them, because otherwise it might seem like a lot of work on your part, but it's worth it in the end if you manage to figure it out, because you're blessed with his kids, you're blessed with him, and if it's right, then it's a beautiful thing. You know, the love those kids are going to give you, it's amazing when it's done right. So it is worth it. It is really, really worth it. But it's just going to take a lot of patience, understanding, support, um, uh, last minute cancellations, and just, you know what I'm saying, spontaneous actions and things like that. But it's completely, totally worth it. So, this brings me to the end of this topic, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope that these tips help you. You know, if you're considering dating a single parent, whether a guy or a girl, think about it very much, but don't be put off by it. Single parents are one of the greatest people because they have a lot of love, empathy, patience, because they have to deal with kids. You know what I mean? And single parents need love too. So don't shy away from single parents, okay? If you're a single parent and you're struggling to date and things like that, just make sure, don't give up. Just keep going, and, you know, keep loving on your kids and never change that. But just when you have a little time, go out there and mingle, and it's okay for you to try to find love again, because everyone deserves love, okay? But just be sure about who you're bringing into your life, okay? Make sure as well that your life is in order. Baby mama is happy. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. You guys are co-parenting well. There's a good flow before you choose to go out and start dating. Because if that's not cool, it's going to sip into anything new that you bring in. Always show your exes respect, even if you guys are apart, especially when you have children, because you would also want their support if you were dating somebody, and they would want your support if they were dating somebody, and everybody just be a happy co-parent blended family, okay? On that note, guys, have a wonderful week. Guys, I love you. All my male Cookie Crew followers, I love you guys. All my females, I love you guys also. You're all queens and kings. Have a safe week and be blessed. I'm your girl, Cookie, Miss Capricorn, Miss Tell It Like It Is, Cookie Crew. Peace.